Welcome back to B.Y.C. Crochet. My name is Brenda and Kona's down here somewhere. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. Today it is Saturday, August, what is it? August the 9th, I think it is, yeah. It is 9:30 in the morning and I decided, since I have some time right now, let me go ahead and record a video before my weekend gets hectic and I no longer have the time to record. Because that's just the way my life is. What's in your cup? My cup, my Pachaco cup. I have some coffee. Hot coffee. My coffee is just regular coffee with, I use coconut sugar and some half and half creamer, non-flavored. Very simple. I'm simple like that. What can I tell you? Anyways, guys, I have some yarn porn for you guys all the way from Turkey. And I also have some yarn porn all the way from the UK, which I still haven't opened the bag. The one from Turkey, I did open the boxes because they came in 2 shipments and I was just so curious. I'm very pleased with it. I will give you the deets on the shop. And I'll try to link also the website down below so you guys can access it and just take a look at it. I'm not affiliated with any yarn store, any yarn company, so whatever I put, whatever I tag down below, it is just for information purposes for you guys to be able to just click and be able to see what I'm talking about much quicker rather than having to research it. But so I have one WIP, I have one FO, and I have quite a few. Let's see. I'm gonna do a new series. What's in the basket? Thumbnail, you know how it goes. So yes, we got yarn porn, but before we dig into the yarn porn, let's go ahead and just go over really quick my finished objects. This is the blanket that I finished with the $1.25 tree yarn. Actually, when I got the yarn, I think it was still $1, but just a very simple block stitch. It is for Boggy Creek. And it is just a very simple, it starts pretty even colors, and then I threw it out the window and I decided just to go ahead and just make the sections much bigger to kind of try to finish the yarn and stay within measurements. But I still think it came out really nice. It is a really simple block stitch. I haven't laundered it yet. I'm sure once I do, because this yarn, when you wash it, it becomes super soft. So that is done. If you hear crunching behind me, is Miss Kona eating a snack. I'm trying to keep her busy because, you know, Miss Things thinks she's the neighborhood watch. And any noise she hears outside, she's going to start barking. So I do that so that she doesn't startle you or me. Because believe it or not, in a video a few weeks back, she barked. And I got some comments from some of my viewers that she startled them. Truth be told, she startles me all the time. All the time. Because she just out of nowhere starts barking. And it's the breed, you know, that breed is like that. They are super hyper, super on point, super on edge all the time, and that's what makes them cute. Also, I wanted to share something else with you guys. I don't know that I ever showed you guys. My daughter for Christmas gave me some Hey Dudes. I don't know if I shared them with you guys. If I did, I'm sorry, but I'm sharing them now. These are the Hey Dudes that my daughter got for me for Christmas. Aren't those adorable? So don't tell her, but her birthday's coming up August 24th, and I ordered her a pair of Hey Dudes. I made a huge mistake though, because I ordered another pair for myself as well, and I had them shipped directly to her house, but I shipped not only her pair but my pair as well. So she's gonna have to bring mine back. So yeah, those are the Hey Dudes that my daughter got me for Christmas. The finished object for Boggy Creek, I still have to wash it and then pack it. I know I don't have to wash it before sending it, but you guys who've been here with me know that that's just how I function. I don't like mailing out anything that is not first washed. It's almost like a what is the word I'm looking for? It's almost like a test of a quality test to make sure that, you know, when you launder it, if anything is loose, if anything's gonna fall apart, it's gonna happen in the washer and it's gonna come out in the dryer all busted up. And for me, washing it is also like almost like a quality test to make sure that all my ends were tucked in, everything is nice and sealed and tight, and nothing's gonna fall apart. So that's just kind of, guys, how I function. I'm sorry. I know that I get it every time. You don't need to wash it if it's for Boggy. I know. I don't. But I still do. Okay, so what's on my hook? So in my last video, I showed you guys some yarn that I bought from Temu. I have to say, it doesn't give me much detail. I know it's acrylic of some sort. It doesn't say it, but I can feel it. I can feel it, not because it's rough, but it's just, I mean, with years of crocheting, you kind of have a sense of the fibers that are in the yarn. So I think this is probably a combination of recycled acrylic or polyester and acrylic. So, but I have to say that it is quite soft and quite squishy. I am doing my rectangle granny blanket, and it's just, you know, I call it my rectangle because I started in the center with not with the traditional spine, but instead just a row of double crochets, and then I work into that row of double crochets, and then I start my pattern that way. I do have a tutorial for it. If you're interested, I'll tag it down below. But this is the yarn, and this is what I'm working on. I think it's going to end up being almost like a baby blanket size. I only have 30 skeins, and I don't plan on ordering any more. So whatever size ends up being, that's how it will be. It may end up being a receiving blanket. It may end up being a baby blanket. So we'll see. We'll see how big it ends up to be, but I'll be sure to share that with you guys. But I'm really pleased with it so far. It feels really soft. It hasn't been washed, and I know that every time I wash something, it ends up getting softer. So I suspect this will get even softer. So this is where I'm at so far. You see, it's not big at all. It's a little bit bigger than a placemat, I would say. But we are still working in the second skein, and I have one more skein, however you want to call it. I'm using a 5mm crochet hook. This is a clover hook on a custom made handle. I cannot remember the name of the company I ordered these from, but I really like it. Anyways, so that is what is on my hook. So you guys ready to dig into the yarn form? So we have an order from the Little Wool Shop from the UK, and we have an order from another shop out of Turkey. So, I can't wait to tell you all about it. So I'm going to go ahead and open this because this particular yarn that I ordered from the little wool shop is for a specific project. I don't know what the yarn looks like in person. All I can say is that I liked it online. We'll see how it is once I open it and look at it. But I'm going to do a throw for a friend of mine. And this yarn is specifically for that project. And I only ordered it because it was a specific color that she wanted, and I didn't have the yarn in that colorway that I could have used for her. So, yep, this is it. So it's all the same yarn. Look how beautiful. So I am going to take a couple out, one for you and one for me. So she wanted pink, gray, and white. So I was looking for something that was not too stripy, with more of a variegated look, but not too busy. Because she's a grown woman, she's not a little girl. But I found this Woolcraft with Love DK. You guys know I like to work with DK. Again, I am in Florida, so I try not to work too much with chunkies. I love working with cotton only because I like making a lot of baby stuff. But I do also work with acrylic, especially if it's like a three-way. This particular one is 100% acrylic, 300 meters, which is about 330 yards. It is machine washable, or you can hand wash it as well. I'm sorry if you hear somebody's blowing their leaves outside. Cold rinse, short spin, do not wring, do not iron, dry clean, do not bleach. Dry cleanable, do not bleach. So this colorway is called shade, no name, shade 8639. Again, this is the yarn band in case you're interested. This came from the little wool shop. And this is the colorway. Isn't that beautiful? Grays, different shades of pink and white. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. It is your typical acrylic feeling, a little bit on the softer side than your Red Heart or anything like that. But again, I suspect that it'll soften up once it is washed. It says Woolcraft, Clifford Street Mills, Bradford. Please buy sufficient yarn to complete garment. I guess for making sure that you have the same dye lot, and it is Oeko-Tex standard 100. Yes, so pretty nice. So that is the yarn that I bought for my friend's blanket. I'm not going to mention her name because she doesn't know I'm making it. She knows I asked her colors, but that's all she knows. Because I don't think she even knows I have a yarny channel. And that's okay. Let's keep it that way. So I got 5, 6, 7 skeins. So we'll see which pattern I use. And I may have to order more. We'll see. What do you think? You like it? I like it. Okay. So that one came from the little wool shop in the UK. You guys know that that is one of my go-to. Believe it or not, the shipment cost on that package was only $6 and change. Yeah. $6 and change. Now, I don't want to compare or be negative with any one company, but truth be told, I ordered an order from Hirschner's because, you know, Jen has been Jennifer from Cinnamon Stitches has been showing some yarn, and the particular yarn, excuse me, sorry, bless me. Sorry guys. It's the yarn caught my eye, and I decided to place an order. So I ordered from Hirschner's 2 packs of 5. Now, granted, there's 7 here. I ordered 10, but the cost for shipping through the Hirschner's was more than double the price. More than double the price of what I paid for this shipment coming from the UK. And I know it may have to do with weight, but thinking that it's coming from the United States to the United States versus coming from the UK to the United States, I would have thought that the pricing would have been a little bit better, but we all know that shipping costs all over the place are super expensive. So let me pause really quick, guys. Let me go blow my nose. I'll be right back. Back. Okay, so moving right along. So the next yarn porn that we're gonna look at is coming from Turkey. It is yarn that is not strictly found in Turkey, perhaps maybe found in some specialty shops, perhaps in the UK, but I think if you search, it is available here in the UK as well. But I saw the shop is called Yarn Street. Let me pull it up really quick just to make sure. Okay, so the name of the shop is called yarnstreet.com. It does come from Turkey. And they do ship all over the world, and they have a lot of brands of yarn that perhaps we don't get that much here. I mean, they do have yarn art, which is something that we do get here. They do have Nako. They have Lanozo. Alize, they have Concept and Katia. They have, let's see what other brands I can kind of, they carry Pony brand items, Himalaya. So they carry some brands that we are familiar with, and some brands that perhaps we do not see that often here in the United States. So it's a nice little way of kind of digging into some yarns that are perhaps a little new to us, without having to order a huge bag of perhaps a large number of yarns that we don't know we're going to like or use. So, and that's my only thing with ice. I like ice yarns a lot. The only problem is that if you've never used the particular yarn that you're ordering from Ice Yarn, you run the risk that you're not really going to care for it, or it's not what you expect, and now you're stuck with a bag of perhaps 8, 10, 12, maybe 4, or even 2, depending on how big the skeins are. So if you want to kind of just test drive some of these yarns that you know, not sure if you're going to care for, and it's perhaps a brand that is not familiar to you, it's a good way of maybe ordering 1 or 2. They do not sell ice yarn in this website. I'm just using ice yarn as a reference. But it looks like they also have wholesale operations that they offer. So, but the name of the company again is Yarn Street. And the website, I'll tag it down below in the description box, but it is basically yarnstreet.com. The shipment is super fast. It comes from Turkey, and I must say it was not super expensive. my last order I had 8 skeins of yarn that I ordered, and the total charge was $58 and change. So, and that included the yarn and the shipping. So, you know, I don't think that $58 and change for 8 skeins of yarn was a bad deal. Especially when it's yarn that you don't see often in your local shop. So let's go ahead and look to see. I did place 2 orders. The first order that I ordered from them, this is what I ordered. Let me show you. And they ship them in a box, but then they put them in these little bags. I'm assuming they have a store and this is the kind of yarn, the kind of bags they use. But I wanted to try this out. Oh God, what's up? My son used to do that every time he used to sneeze. He used to come out singing like Michael Jackson. He used to sneeze and go, ooh, ooh, ooh. So this is Yarn Art Cotton Fusion. Oh, good Lord. It is made in Turkey. It is 100% cotton, yes. It is 246 yards. It says that it is I saw it here a second ago, a number weight super fine. It is not super fine. It's a flat yarn, but I would dare to say that as you're working with it, I would say probably will be a 3, perhaps a heavy 2, but it's definitely not a 1. But look at this beautiful colorway. And the reason why I got it is because I want to try doing a baby cardi with this yarn to see how the flat yarn works up. Let me see, focus it on my face. There you go. And it's a beautiful colorway. Hello, confusion. Sorry, guys. So I got 2 of those, and then this same yarn, just a different colorway. This particular colorway is 3644, yellows and greens. Beautiful colorway. And then we have like a rainbow. This is 3653. And look at this. How beautiful. Let me do it this way. There you go. Beautiful. It's got all sorts of purples, pinks, oranges, blues, greens, yellows. It's got everything. And all shades of those colors. Teals and turquoises, and I don't see like really jewel colors like red, dark purple, although there's some little spots of dark purple, or like royal blue or navy blue, or forest green. The colors are more like a washed look, and I just think it's really interesting. I love to see how it works up again in a baby cardi. So that's the first order that I got, and for this particular one, I think I ended up paying $30-something for. I think it was 32 and change, and it was just these 4 yards. But they are 100% cotton. Usually cotton is a little bit more expensive, especially if it's not that kitchen cotton. If it's cotton that you can do garments with. So we'll see how this works up. I'll let you guys see, and I'll show you. In fact, I'll try to see if I can do, once I'm done with that baby blanket, the yellow and green baby blanket, I'll see if I can work a cardi with this yellow and green. See how it comes out. Although I already have another yarn on hold for after the blanket, but I can skip over that and work on with one of these and see how it goes. So so the rest of what's in here came from this last shipment, which was like $50 some that I told you guys. And the first ones we're gonna go over are these two gorgeous baby blankets, baby yarns, which are totally going to be for parties. This is Batik Design Alizé Baby Best anti-peeling acrylic. It is Ocotec certified. It has 90% acrylic, 10% bamboo. So you can imagine how soft this is. There's a sheen to it. It is a pale pink, white, and gray. It is absolutely beautiful. It's got 262 yards. It should be enough for a baby cardi. And let me see if the colorway is listed. Baby Best color 6664194, lot number 194630. So this is the pink, pale pink, and then this is the pale blue, and the colorway on this is 7264. Beautiful. Little bummer that it's a little, how does one say, it's leaking a little bit, but it's okay. I'll put these up in my stash and they won't be leaking anymore. So those are the two Alizé Batik Design Baby Best that I got. Then I got, where do I go next? This particular one. It is Yarn Art. Let me put this over here. This one is Yarn Art Linen Soft. So most of you guys know that linen is quite rough. And when I saw the title, the name of this yarn, I decided to give it a try. Plus the price was not bad at all. Can't remember how much it is. Like I told you guys, all of that was like $50 some. So this is listed as a number 3. This is the yarn. The colorway doesn't have a name. The color number is 7312. Made in Turkey. It is 30% linen, 36% bamboo, 34% cotton. It is 297 yards. It is hand washable. It calls for a 4mm crochet hook or 4mm knitting needles. It says lay flat to dry. And this is the first colorway. It is a pale green. Look how gorgeous that is. It's got a sheen, and that sheen comes from the bamboo. Linen is a very good summertime fabric or thread or fiber. The problem with linen is that in its true form, without any combination of other fibers, is very rough. It's very rough, and you can feel it when you are dealing with or have a yarn that is mainly linen. You can really tell right off the bat that there's linen in it, because it's very rough. It's not comparable to just raw what's the word I'm looking for? Wool. I've seen and I've felt some wool that is not superwash, that feels horribly rough, and it's not anything you would want near your body in any kind of heat. And I understand that there's arguments that wool is great. I do believe that to be the truth, depending on the weight of the yarn. But for somebody who grew up in the tropics, Wool is not something that we ever considered as part of fibers in the clothing that we wear. And there must be a reason for that. Perhaps cost, it could be. Perhaps accessibility, it's possible. But linen, bamboo, cotton were our three staples when it comes to living in tropical weather and the heat and the humidity that comes with it. So, but needless to say, I do like superwash merino. It's super soft and it's beautiful. It's not a yarn that I use often, but I do love it. Again, this is Yarn Art linen, soft, and it truly is very soft. Okay, so I got that one in that color, and I got it also in this beautiful cream tan color. Again, you can see the shimmer. Beautiful, and it's very soft again. All the specs are the same. It's just a different colorway. This colorway is 7304. Okay. Then I got something that is new to me, and I just wanted to test it and see it in my hand. And it is the Zorvable cotton. This particular colorway is, I think, 1576. And it is 100% cotton. It's not super soft. I have to admit that this linen soft is much softer than this, but it's different too. This is a little bit thinner. I would consider this to be a, by the way, this is a DK weight also. So it's a perfect weight. At least for me it is. Let me see if I can stick my finger in here. See, this one is much thinner. Let me see if it gives any specs. It doesn't give me much information aside from it looks like it's machine washable, lay flat to dry. This is the first colorway. I'm going to see if I can split it open because there's some also pinks in here. So it's really pretty colorway. There's a lot of fuchsias inside. There's some yellows. So it's going to be really pretty. I'm just really curious to see how it works up. I think it's going to be more stripy, but I'm looking forward to using it. And then the other colorway that I got is colorway 1576. It's the same yarn. Again, this one's got greens, but it also has pinks inside. So it's a little bit misleading when you look at it, but it's got a lot of colors inside. Very pretty. This is how it works up. This is the tag in case you're interested. This is a totally new to me yarn, so I'm curious to see how this is going to work up. Again, this is how it works up, and that is the color number is right here, 1576. Okay, and then like this one, this is how it works up. See, there's your oranges, and then it goes into like pinks, and the colorway is right here. This is the color number, and that's in case you're interested. So these particular yarns, I do know that Jen talks about them quite often. She gets the wool. I think she Jennifer from Cinnamon Stitches, that is. She I think she really likes the superwash merino wool ones that they offer. Again, like I mentioned earlier, I try to stick with cottons. So I wanted, when I saw these in that same brand in the cotton, I thought that I'd give it a try. So I'm looking forward to testing those out. And the final two are two that is completely new to me. Also looking forward to using it to see how they work out. But it's also yarn art. I've never seen this one before. And this is called Symphony Dream. It's actually very tightly packed. So although it doesn't feels tight, there is a softness to it. Not a squishiness, just a softness to it. It is 80% cotton and 20% viscose. From bamboo is 273 yards. It is color 3112. It is greens and grays. It's made in Turkey. It is hand washable, lay flat to dry. It calls for a 4mm crochet hook. It is considered a worsted number 3. I mean a DK number 3. Yeah, and it is, again, if it's very tightly packed into this little ball, but I could tell that there's a softness to it, that if I made a garment with this, it would be a garment that you can wear comfortably. So again, this is just enough yarn in this ball for a baby cardi. Again, I'm going to try it. It is also like a flat yarn. Now, in comparison to the other one that we saw from, also from Yarn Art, but the one that was Cotton Fusion, they're both spun up the same way, but this is much thicker than this one. You can tell right off the bat. Perhaps if I flatten it out, it would be more alike, but here's a good, you see, still, even there, you can kind of tell that the Cotton Fusion is much wider. But looking forward again to using that and seeing how that works up. And then the other one is the same yarn, same specs, only a different colorway. This colorway is 3108. Again, Yarn Art Symphony Dream. And look how beautiful is this colorway. Loving it. I cannot wait to dig into this one. This is truly baby colors, and I think with the shimmering from the viscose, the shiny portions of the viscose, and the matted from the cotton, it's just going to be a really interesting cardi to work out. I'm looking forward to it. So, and that is my haul from Yarn Street. Again, I'm going to tag down below the website just so you guys can check it out, see if there's anything there that you guys are interested in. I'm just trying to share some other places that I find across my way as I research different yarn stores in the US and outside of the US, and seeing what kind of goodies are out there that we perhaps don't have here. So anyways, I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, please make sure to give it a thumbs up, share it. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. I thank you so much for taking a little bit of time out of your weekend or your day, whenever you're watching this, to hang out with me. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. I pray that wherever you are in the world, you're having a blessed morning, noon, night, evening from the Yarny Cave. Peace. Mwah. We love you. Right, Kona? Kona? Mira, what's the matter with you? Oh, you guys have to check her out. I finally got her a haircut. I didn't give it to her. The groomer did. But I don't think she's liking it too much. I think she's kind of upset with me right now. Kona, look. 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 Yeah. You don't like your haircut? Your treat's over there. Nobody's going to take it. You don't like your haircut? Say bye to everybody. Tell them we'll see you later. Mira. Hello. I love you. With or without hair. Alright guys. See you soon. Bye. Bye.